Okay, so I got a great question, and I apologize in advance. I'm tired as shit. I just got off a cross-country flight from LA to Boston, so bear with me. I'm still gonna make a great video, but bear with me. I'm struggling here, okay? Take it easy on me. Anyway, a good question. I can't remember from who, but the question essentially was, yo, Sparty, will no contact work twice? Will it work twice? So I want to start off by talking about this restaurant, right? So back when I was living in Boston, there was a restaurant that was near my house, and they just opened up, and I figured, why not give it a shot, right? And the restaurant was fucking fantastic. They gave huge portions. It was just absolutely some of the best food that I would ever have. And I would probably go there once a week for about a year, right? And after going there for about 7 months consistently, what ended up happening was I noticed the quality of food started to decrease. The food didn't taste as good. The portions got a little smaller, right? And I noticed that, but I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, I'll continue to go there. But I was definitely less satisfied with the service, right? So eventually, I stopped going there because it just was too consistent for me. And I was like, it's not what it used to be, right? So I stopped going to the restaurant for a couple months. And I thought, you know what, maybe I'll give it another shot. Maybe things are different. I'm gonna go back to the restaurant. And when I went back in, they're like, yo, Sparty, hey, good to see you again, man. Great, right? And they gave me a fucking fantastic meal. Fucking awesome, right? So I started going there a little more consistently again. You know, rather than every week, I would go every like 2-3 weeks, right? But I was still going back there, right? And what I started to notice was, by the second month of me going back there again, the quality started decreasing, the portions got smaller, the service wasn't as good for me, and eventually I stopped going back, okay? So what this relates to is a relationship that you're probably in, where you've used no contact and you've gotten the girl back, but then it stops working out again. So what most likely happened, like the restaurant that I went to, is you got into a relationship, and at first it was hot, it was heavy, that honeymoon stage was fucking ripping, it was awesome, okay? It was some fucking great ass time with her. Now, what ends up happening is the honeymoon stage starts to fade, and you get a little complacent, okay? And this happens with most men. They stop courting their girl, they stop going on dates, they stop having sex, they stop complimenting the girl. They just get used to her. She turns into a family member. That's not what you want. You need to be passionate with your lady. You need to date your lady. As a man, you treat your lady, okay? You work hard through the week to pay for her, okay? You take her out. You do fun shit with her, okay? That's what she wants to do. But what ends up happening is most men, they stop doing that, they get used to it, and then she just doesn't feel like she's dating anyone. She feels like she's just relating with someone. She's talking about her day, it's boring, your day is boring, you're not doing anything fun, there's nothing excited, there's no trips planned, there's nothing cool for you guys planned out, right? So eventually what ends up happening is she gets bored and she leaves you. Even though she's mentioned a couple times that she was unhappy, but you fail to pick up the signals, right? So what ends up happening is you do this no contact, and she starts to miss you. She starts to be, you know, he's a high status. Maybe things have changed. Let me give him another shot, right? And she goes back and gives you another chance, and things at first are great because you're passionate. You haven't seen each other. You guys are having good sex. You guys are relating, and you're so happy to see each other. But then things start to go back to what they were, right? This is what happens with most men. They don't study the shit. They start to get complacent. The girl notices the same shit. She's unhappy, and she leaves again, right? So that's what ends up happening. So now she's already given you a chance. So I'm telling you now that your chances are less likely now to get back with her because you made the same fucking mistake. If you're doing no contact again, you're doing the same fucking mistake that you did the first time she broke up with you, okay? She broke up with you for a reason, you got her back, and then you started doing the same shit, so she broke up with you again. And this is what happens with a lot of relationships. A lot of them, you look on the internet, oh, no contact, oh, blah, 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 it's gonna work. And it will work, it'll bring her back. But you gotta fucking change. It's that no contact period where, boom, you fucking push through, okay? You get better, you turn into a new man, you develop the skills, because I have said this in numerous times in my videos. Don't use it as a fucking plot. Realize your downfalls, improve them, maximize them, and bring them in. It's a process to better yourself as a man, okay? You grow from it. But you probably slouched around and didn't do much, and you didn't really change much, and you made the same mistakes, okay? So what you need to do is you gotta go no contact again because you don't have any other fucking move. You can't beg her that you're gonna change because clearly you didn't. You just gotta say, hey, I'm sorry it didn't work out. If you change your mind, let me know. I'll be here for you. But if you gotta walk, I totally get it, right? And you say that to her, and this time around, you actually fucking improve yourself, right? So when she now sees you in the future, she sees, okay, there's a little kick to you. There's something different. You're bringing in this intensity. And when she ends up talking to you again, she reaches out to you see her in the streets or whatever, right? There's something new, she gets intrigued, and then you actually follow through with the shit that you were supposed to be doing as a man. That way she will not walk away again, okay? But as I've said, will it work again? It's your only fucking, it's all you got, okay? It's all you got in your back pocket. It is your only move, okay? So whether it works or not, it doesn't fucking matter. You learn your lesson, you move forward, and you improve. Now, more likely than not, yes, it'll work, okay? You'll hear from her. Now, from there, when you hear from her, it's your job to fucking make the relationship work. But that's not the point. Stop saying, will it work a second time, okay? Improve. Improve, improve, improve. Use this relationship as a lesson, grow yourself as a man, utilize this pain, and better yourself as a man. It'll work for yourself, okay? For yourself, for your dignity, for your pride, becoming more masculine. This is good for you. Stop worrying about getting her back. Focus on you, okay? You're doing this shit for you. You're not doing it for her. You're doing it for you, okay? Hope that helps.